Hello everyone, and welcome back to The Sims 4 Forbidden. Today we are actually going to be playing with Colton and his family. Of course, we are mainly going to be focusing on Colton, and there's so many people at his house, there's so many people in his family that he really doesn't spend a lot of time at home. He spends most of his time here in the library. This is where he enjoys being. He is a very, very smart guy. He loves to read, he loves to play chess. And he's also a pretty active guy, and they have a workout room and stuff over here as well, where he kind of likes to hang out. So he's actually doing some reading, just kind of reading some random books. So he's currently reading Beyond Big and Bad, Rethinking Harmful Werewolf Stereotypes. So once he gets done with that, he's going to read The Werewolf Who Came In From the Cold, and then he also wants to read The Wolf Next Door. And then after that, he's going to go ahead and just take a wild shower. And he'll probably go ahead and take a feral poo. I love that. Ginger couldn't help but stare out her kitchen window. He was outside again, mowing the lawn like he did every day at exactly 3:04 p.m. Shirtless. It was especially hot today, and the sweat beaded on his neck and shoulders, each bead slowly rolling down his body, tracing the contours of each muscle. Her throat felt dry, and the wolf inside her stirred, begging her to go out and meet him. Oof! Dang! Okay. The pack was abuzz with anticipation. The new wolf in town was intent on challenging the alpha. Were he to win, what would that mean for her? For them? There might be more to discover if Colton gives this book another read. Oh, okay. So we'll have to read that one again. We'll definitely have to do that. Colton's gaze slides from the writing in the book to the magical moon glyphs around the edge of the page. The symbols speak of control, of freeing yourself from the bindings of rage so that you might live in harmony with your inner wolf. So I also have him out here kind of scavenging the ground, trying to find some things that may help us figure out how to cure his werewolfism. All right, so I just did a little bit of research, and the first thing we need to do is we need to find the recipe. And in order to find the recipe, we have to find a book called An Insider's Guide to Being a Werewolf, which can be found in the underground tunnels of Moonwood Mill. And then once every full moon, we need to go to the top of the big mountain thing here, because that's when this moon petal is going to be available. Oh, tonight's the full moon too. Perfect. So that'll be really good for us. So where are the underground tunnels, I guess? Here we go. Explore underground tunnels. So let's go do that. Now, do we have the night vision werewolf perk? No, we don't. Darn it. I wish we did. That would probably be helpful too. Okay, as Colton crawls through a particularly low stretch, he notices that the tunnel splits into 3 paths up ahead. From one path comes a faint but magical sounding melody, another the lingering scent of garlic, and down the third a welcoming bit of fresh air on the breeze. I think we're going to follow the magical melody. I don't think we want to go towards the garlic because I think that would be like a vampire. So the enchanting music fades as Colton comes to a large round room with an expansive relief carved into the wall. Embedded glowing cerulean crystals give off enough light to make out the story within. The artwork depicts a magical conflict between two sides, with some favoring plasma and others who drew their power from the moon. Okay, let's have him go read this diary that he found and see if we can get any information from this. This particular entry appears to have a shimmering enchantment over top that Colton is able to read through. Today, Evelina and I discovered that some of the fish in Moonwood Mills Lake had been changed by the overload. The very same one that caused our transformations. She was so proud to name the new species the Lunafish. We celebrated with a fish roast. I do believe some sort of magical energy still persists within them. I felt energized, with my body feeling younger than it has for quite some time as I moved throughout the town. Remarkable, truly. Colton learned how to make grilled Lunafish. John and Maria are interested in a cure, not for themselves. They'll be quick to tell you, but for others who might not wish this curse upon themselves or their loved ones. We've been researching as a group and theorized that a mixture of wolfsbane and moon petal might do the trick. The problem is the rarity of moon petal makes experimentation slow and failure discouraging. I'll admit, only here, dear unknown reader, I have considered taking the cure. It would allow me more time with Evelina, and yet we would lose access to our bond, for she is my fated mate. What would become of that connection were I to transform back and never be the beast again? There must be another way. Colton learned how to make Wolf Be Gone cure. Heck yes, you guys. He did it. And so I think what I want to do is I want him to try to regain control. And it's going to be kind of late. He wasn't able to regain control. That's okay. Tomorrow we are going to see Yelena, and we are going to tell her that we figured out a cure for his werewolfism so that he no longer has to be a werewolf. And they're going to have to find some wolfsbane, but I think you can order that. And we're going to wake up Yelena at 1 o'clock in the morning and tell her that we've figured out the cure. So Colton called Yelena and he was like, hey, you have to meet me outside. I have something so important to tell you. And so he's going to come over and he's going to give her a kiss, and he is going to have a deep conversation with her, and he is going to tell her, ooh, let's do reveal deep secret. He's going to tell her that he found the cure. She's like, you found the cure for your werewolfism? He's like, yeah, I did. And now we can make it and we can be together. And she's like, well, I have been working on figuring out a cure for my vampirism as well, and I'm getting really close, but I'm still not there yet. He's like, it's okay. We'll figure it out, and we'll make sure that we get your cure too. So she is going to kind of sneak him upstairs past her grandmother. I think her grandma her grandma like flew away. I don't think she saw him. It was a close call though. So she's sneaking him upstairs to her bedroom. I mean, they can talk about marriage, but they can't like exchange promise rings or anything. All right, well, he did what he needed to do. We need to have him head back to Moonwood Mill because he still needs to go and order the wolfsbane, and then we are going to switch and play Yelena for a little while and work on helping her figure out the cure for her vampirism. Well, it says that we can purchase wolfsbane, but I'm not seeing the option. I purchased magical seeds or whatever to see if maybe that would do it, but we didn't get any that way either. So I'm just kind of looking around the world to see if I can find wolfsbane anywhere. But I'm not seeing any, which is a little disappointing. You would think like of all places, this would be the place where wolfsbane would grow like wild. But no, just mushrooms. But what's this? Blackberry bush. Yeah. No. Still no wolfsbane, which that's really disappointing. Well, maybe what we'll do is we'll have Yelena probably do some research on where to find wolfsbane and all that kind of stuff. But let's go ahead and go switch control to Yelena. So Yelena is here in her room, and she's just doing some research, still trying to kind of figure things out as far as the vampire cure. We need to now purchase the ultimate vampire tome because she can read that now. So that is now in her inventory. We're going to have her go ahead and read that. All right, she maxed the vampire lore skill. Yelena Aaron read that Count Vlasidius Stroud was the first. Count Vlasidius Stroud I was the sole survivor of the original settlers who discovered Forgotten Hollow. Discovered ultimate vampire cure. Yelena Aaron has earned the ultimate vampire secret: how to cure vampirism. She can now make the ultimate vampire cure at the bar. There is nothing else for Yelena to learn about vampires. Fantastic. Okay, so now she knows how to make the cure. So what she has to do is she has to figure out how they're going to get the wolfsbane that they need for the cure for Colton. So she has just made it into her house, and she's kind of come in and she's decided that she's going to tell her mom about her boyfriend. And she's going to tell her mom that, you know, her and her boyfriend are planning on leaving together. And so she's come into the living room and she's like, "Hey mom, can we talk?" That was a really hard conversation, you guys, and Yelena just really isn't sure what to think. So her mom told her that her boyfriend, Colton, his dad is the one that killed her dad. And right now she's heartbroken and she's confused. She doesn't understand why, you know, her mom wouldn't have told her the name of the man that killed her father. She's feeling really dejected. And she's really not sure what to think, what to do, what to say. But she knows that she needs to call Colton. And so she's going to come in here to her room. And she's going to send him a sad text and be like, "Hey, you know, I just got in a huge fight with my mom. I told her that, you know, that I wanted to leave and be with you. And we had a big blow up fight about it. And I really need to see you." And he actually immediately called her and he was like, "Hey, I can leave school. I can come see you. Like, where do you want to meet me?" And she's like, "Well, let's go to let's just go to Glimmerbrook. There's a an empty area over there where we can sit and talk and be alone. Yelena is on her way upstairs to grab her suitcase and throw some clothes in it because she's leaving, and she's excited to be out on her own, but she is also terrified because she knows that this means that, you know, she's turning her back on her family. She knows that she's going to hurt them even worse because she is planning on stealing $15,000 out of her trust fund in order to be able to get away. And she feels terrible about it. Don't get me wrong. Like, she feels awful. But she knows that if she is going to cure her vampirism and start a life with Colton, this is what she has to do. And she hates that it has to be this way, but it is what it is. So I think we are going to end the episode here. Thank you all very, very much for coming to hang out with me today. If you guys are new to the channel, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button and leave a comment down below letting me know if you liked the video. I am having a lot of fun playing through this little playthrough, and I'm excited to, you know, kind of see where this road leads. I have an idea. This won't be a super long series, somewhere between 5 and 10 parts probably. So a little mini series, but I'm having a lot of fun playing it so far. So I hope you guys are having fun watching it. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.